Hello everyone, what is going on? I have another video for you. This time I'm telling you a story about a man named Joe. Now Joe is a regular dude, he's a family man, he has 2 kids, a wife, he has strong values, a good work ethic, has a 9-to-5 job, and he believes in working hard and supporting his family. He's a good man, has good values. One day Joe is coming home from work and he decides to take a bus because unfortunately his car had a pop tire and it was in the shop being fixed. It was a really bad damage to the tire. That's why he wasn't able just to put a new one. He had to put it in the shop. Anyway, he was on his way home on this bus. He was sitting there and he saw a man. He saw a man to the right, a few seats ahead. He seemed very absent-minded. He seemed kind of spaced out, didn't really seem to care about much. And with him was this little kid. Joe assumed it must have been his son, the man's son. Now the kid was being very disruptive. This little boy, he was jumping up and down, he was running around, making a lot of racket, making a bunch of noise. He was clearly bothering other people in the bus. So Joe thought, you know what, the guy must be occupied. He'll tell his son to settle down. That's the right thing to do. But he waited another minute. He waited another couple minutes, and he was like, wow, this guy is not being a good father right now. He's not being a good person to society. He's just letting his kid run around. It's clearly bugging other people. Why isn't he doing something? And then after a while, about 5 minutes later, Joe says, you know what? This is ridiculous. I have to say something about this. And so he goes up to the man, and he's infuriated at this point. He's like, why? Like, why would someone just let their kid run amok like this? I mean, I understand if you might be a little bit tired, but be a good parent, jeez. So he went up to this man and he said, excuse me, do you realize that your boy is making a racket? He's disturbing everyone on the bus. How dare you? Why would you do that? Why don't you take responsibility for your child? Why don't you take responsibility? Why are you just sitting here? And it was kind of being a little bit, you know, confrontational in the guy's face a little bit. I mean, Joe was a little bit angry. He's like, why is he doing this? And the man says, oh, you know what? I'm really sorry. I am really sorry. I understand where you're coming from. My wife, that little boy's mom, just passed away yesterday, and he's kind of acting out right now, and this is the way he's kind of expressing things. I know he's disturbing people. I'm really sorry, but he's just going through a hard time right now, and I guess I was just a little bit absent-minded, like trying to get through this hard time. Now, all of a sudden, Joe's perspective completely changed. He realized that he was completely wrong with the assessment that he made. This man wasn't a bad father or an absent-minded father, maybe a little bit absent-minded in that instance, but this man was going through a lot of emotional pain, and so was his kid. And sometimes I think that's what we need to do, including myself, because everyone has biases and create snap judgments based on the world around us. Again, including myself. I'm human. I'm part of this whole thing. And that's something I have to remind myself as well. But sometimes we don't know the full picture. Sometimes we have this singular perspective of what's going on, but we don't know the full story. Anyway, I'm going to leave that video there. I hope you enjoyed that story. It was kind of sad, actually, so maybe not enjoy it too much. Anyway, peace.